Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right. More oftentimes than not, I just get my camera, press record, don't have anything to talk about, I kind of just go. And as you guys know, 3 of the more major days in my life have not been recorded. The 29th, the 30th, and the 31st. The 31st being Halloween, the 30th being my birthday, and 29th being the day I got terminated from Amazon. I didn't record any videos any of those days. It was too much going on. So to start off, we're going to start with the 29th. This is going to be a longer video. We're going to start with the 29th. I don't know what happened, right? I just got terminated, or it was more of a let off kind of thing. If you guys don't remember, I was a seasonal position, and I had been saying for the longest time that I believed that after Prime Week, they were going to start letting go people. And I guess I was on the chopping block. So I did get terminated. They did tell me I could come back within, like, I think 6 weeks or something. So it wasn't a hard termination. Like, I'm probably going to go back eventually, but to a different facility. But, I mean, yeah, I got kicked off of that, which is really cool. Doesn't really matter too much. I didn't find out until today because, like I said, they didn't call me. They didn't message me or any of that. So it was kind of just like a, oh, no. The day after was the 30th. And the thing is, the 29th was, I think, the last day that I worked. Yeah? No, 28th was the last day I worked. But, yeah, bro, Chacho. The 30th, my father and my older brother that I haven't seen in forever, 3 years to be more specific, they pulled up to the house. I got to spend the day with them. You know, my 21st birthday, so they went ahead and took me out to get breakfast, and we got a few things, and we were talking about business and all that stuff. They slept over, we chilled. The next day for birthday, we got breakfast, ended up getting dinner, went shopping a little bit, didn't buy anything, but went shopping and looking around at the mall, the outlet near my area. And yeah, it was pretty chill vibes all day. It was good. I had my first beer, and my first mixed drink, or alcoholic, like, drink, I guess. I don't know. Was not feeling that beer at all. I'm not gonna lie, I did not fuck with that at all. It was like carbonated water with like a weird tang to it, and it was not good. Like flat carbonated water with a weird tang. Not my style, man. The second alcoholic drink was a mixed drink, and it was just a bunch of syrup, and I could taste the alcohol, but it was just syrup. Not my style either. Out of all the alcoholic beverages I've ever had in my life, I would say my favorite, and this is probably the craziest drink to say is your favorite, but it would be moonshine. No, I'm not going to say where I got it, when I got it, and how I got it, but moonshine would probably be my favorite alcoholic drink. I think it was peach moonshine. Absolutely fire. Obviously in moderation. I just found out that that's like damn near 100% alcohol, which I did not know. It was probably the best out of everything I had, but it burnt a little bit. But yeah, everything else was kind of like eh. Did get to try out that Olive Garden unlimited pasta. It was absolutely fire. Went through about 3 plates before I started tapping out. I had ate a very hearty breakfast, ate a decently sized lunch, and I had eaten the night before that. So that was the most amount of food I've eaten in a minute. And I still finished about 3 plates, plus an appetizer, plus a dessert. So I was running crazy. Shit my brains out the next day, though. Real. The 31st, had plans to go with my nephew to like the neighborhoods around us and whatever. We went and scouted out the scene, started off the day with some money from my birthday, obviously. And I had just gotten paid out from Amazon. Once again, thought everything was good and I was going to work the next day. But we went biking for about 16 miles. Probably one of the longest rides I've been on. if not the longest. I did record it on Strata. I think that's what it's called, Strata, which is the new biking app that I use for monitoring my speed, heart rate, distance, and all that stuff. So, like I said, we did about 16 point something miles. Pretty good ride. It was really cold outside, but we were actually overheating, so we were nice and toasty. My hands were the only thing that was cold, and I was rocking my Coach sling bag, funny enough, that I've gotten 4 years ago on my birthday. So I was rocking that, and it was a lot better. So I'm thinking about getting maybe a Columbia sling bag as something to rock while I'm biking. But a few things after all this I have to talk to you guys about. But like I said, we went pre-gaming, basically trying to find out where we were going to go for Halloween. I went and bought a costume, which was a Freddy Fazbear one piece. And I went and bought the new AirPod 3s that I told you guys I was going to get. Got the Freddy Fazbear suit, took it home, did not fuck with it at all. Too baggy, looked too childish, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just dress as a soldier because I have some soldier gear, like literal issued standard soldier uniforms. And I was like, I have a soldier backpack and I have my Orbeez gun. So I was like, why not rock up as a soldier? So that's what I did. Came out as a good outfit. Today I ended up returning the AirPods and the Freddy Fazbear suit. The reason I returned the AirPods, even though they worked perfectly fine, was A, I'm going to go back to Costco if I do end up getting them again, and B, I could not use the live translation because I do not have the newest model of iPhone. That is absolutely stupid. You're trying to tell me I got to get the newest model of iPhone and the newest AirPod just to be able to use live translation? The main thing that this AirPod is supposed to have besides the heart sensor? Anyhow, returned that, got my money back, and then, like I said, earlier this morning I found out that I was terminated because I tried to log into the app and my credentials and everything was pulled up. And as I tried to log in, it kept saying error, error, error. So I was like, okay, let me try to sign in somewhere else. And then it said something about log in as an alumni. Now, alumni meaning that you used to attend, but you no longer attend. So I was like, oh, shoot, I guess I got terminated. Because I was trying to see what time I had to go in today, but obviously I called out today because I couldn't find out what time I'm supposed to go in. And yeah, come to find out, they did terminate me or let me go. I did see an email about that. They were saying it had to do with attendance, but my attendance wasn't bad. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Yeah, so what are the plans about all this? I know there's a little bit to digest. Oh, also, this whole like have friends thing, not sitting well with me at all. I think I'm gonna just stay on my soli doli. Because, brother, I'm so sick and tired of having to depend on other people. People just let you down, dead ass. Like, it's the biggest waste of time to invest mentally or physically into somebody. Because they're going to let you down regardless, 9 times out of 10. If you guys do know, I was talking about my friend, or developing friendship, where I was going to go to the movies and all these things with these people, right? We ended up doing that. They were cool people, fine. Today, or yesterday I meant, they hit me up and was like, hey, yo, are you trying to go to this haunted, like, forest thing? And I was like, how much is it? $40 per person. Me and my nephew were like, hell nah, we're not going. So they texted me later saying, hey, are you trick-or-treating? We can, pull up as company. I was like, okay, cool. We won't have to bike over to that neighborhood. We could have them drive us over there and we could walk as a group. And that's exactly what happened. They came over, we drove over there, and we started walking as a group. Brother, it only took about 25 minutes before I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, we still to this day do not know what happened. What we think it was is this. So the person was dressed as a Renaissance character, right? So we all were ahead of her and her boyfriend. Me and my nephew were ahead of her boyfriend. So we're up there. She comes like running, right? So I turn around and she's like, and I'm like, okay, she's sprinting. And as a joke, like just a lighthearted joke, you guys tell me if this was crazy. So she's running like this. She's in a maid outfit, by the way, like a Renaissance maid. Starts running, do 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 do. I'm like, yo, how come you're not running like your outfit, like, you know, running like. And I start giggling. And she was like, bro, what are you making fun of? I was like, what? So I'm not making fun of you. I can't remember what else we said or what else was said, but literally I was like, shoot, my bad. Like, you ain't running like a far distance or nothing. And she was like, how about you go run a far distance or something like that? And I was like, shoot, I can, but I'm not about to in this damn suit. And she was like, exactly, making fun of my suit and started mumbling and stuff. And my nephew, I guess, caught it before I did and was like, yo, ladies, stop arguing. And I was like, arguing? I was like, motherfucker, I'm trolling. And I turned around and she's pissed. I'm like, what are we talking about? I'm like, what the fuck happened? She's still mumbling like under her breath and hugging up on her man. I'm like, oh, okay, bro. I'm like, whatever. So me and bro keep talking. We start walking and they somehow get in front of us. And as we're still walking, like we're still going house to house, but we're no longer talking. I don't know how it went from we were all talking, all chilling to like now they're up above. She's hugging up on her man and like they're walking in front of us and we're behind them. So we're like, okay, cool, whatever. Every once in a while we would kind of be like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, y'all straight? Like, da da da. Or we'd try to make conversation. They would not give a fuck. Matter of fact, they were making like jokes, whatever. So after about 2 houses, they ended up like a whole house in front of us. So we were like, how the fuck are they moving that fast? Like me and bro are tall as shit. Like we have long strides. They're both under the height of 5'6". How the hell are you guys outpacing us? You know what I mean? And me and bro, listen, we're about 6 foot each. We walk like that. That's one of my strides. You see how fast that was? We're walking with some like pep. That's 1 step. You see how fast I move? That's 2 steps. Out of 1 step, 1 normal step, full step. What? And they're outpacing us by a whole house. So once we get our trick-or-treat from one house, and we're not having long conversations with these people, we have backpacks. So it's not like we're going trick-or-treat, open our bags, they put it in the bag yet. We're going trick-or-treat, I'll give them a little salute because I'm a soldier, and I'll say, it's in the backpack, and they'll dump it in the bag. We turn around, there are 3 houses ahead of us. What the fuck did I just miss? What did I miss? And the thing is, I don't know if they were skipping houses trying to make space or what, but me and bro caught on. We were like, yo. We're going to catch up to them, ask them what's going on. If they say something stupid, we're just going to let them go. So we skip about 3 houses to catch up to them. We're having fun, by the way. This whole time we've been talking with random people, guessing outfits and all sorts of stuff. We're having a blast. They've been whispering to themselves the whole time. So we're like, you do you. We catch up with them. I'm like, okay, bro. I'm going to go ahead and ask them what's going on. Let's see, like, are they actually mad or something? Because we both still are confused of what pissed them off. We get to them and we say, yo, what's happening? He says, nothing, Blackie. You got it, bro. Literally, that was my response. I said, you got it, bro. Go with your thing. This is a black guy, by the way, but whatever. I gotta go shit. I'll be right back. Anyways, we're back. So I basically said, you know what? You got it, bro. Him and his girl start walking off in front of us again. Me and my boy talking. We're like, bro, what the actual shit is happening? Remember, they're our ride here. It is like 40 degrees outside, 45 degrees outside. So it's a little chilly, but me and bro are warm. We're decently warm. Our hands are cold though. So it's also pitch black at night. The only things that are on is the front lights and everything in the house. It's trick or treat. Okay, you guys know. I don't have to explain. So we start walking. They're, once again, a house ahead of us. And all of a sudden, they bust a right and go to the other side of the street and turn around. Now, when they do this, homie peeps game. He's like, bro, why is she looking back when she does it? And they're like giggling. So when they do that, I say, you know what, bro? Fuck it. They're probably going back to the car trying to ditch us because we had already thought like they're trying to ditch us because they were busting weird corners. They were running in front of a few houses. They were skipping a few houses. They were just trying to bust us. They were trying to get us out of their fucking area, apparently. So I was like, you know what, bro? We're not about to chase them. Just let them do what they got to do. Let's have a good night. Fuck what they got going on. We let them go. They turn a U-turn. I said, let me use your hotspot real quick. Text them, hey, y'all just go ahead. Don't worry about us. We got lost. Like 5 minutes after they turn around. We go ahead with the rest of the night. We were chilling. We got hella... Matter of fact, if you guys do remember, this is my snack bag, right? We got hella candy, bro. We ran into a lot of strange characters. A few people set us up with some, like, W money or W candy. Like, this bag is full of candy, by the way. You see what I'm talking about? Like, we was chilling, gang. And then after we were done with that neighborhood, obviously, like I said, they already drove off and left us there. We walked from that neighborhood back to our neighborhood. Now, thank God it was within a decent distance. We walked over there and we hit, like, our route back home. We hit every house on the way back home. So we got a decent amount more. And obviously it was later in the night. So some people just started saying, you know what? Trick or treat, start dumping handfuls into our bags. We got what we got. We were chilling. Talked to a few groups of people. Got to interact with a few people. Guessed a few more costumes. Got home. We were chilling, you know. Super calm night. Super chill. No complaints. But basically what I'm trying to say here is, brother, the weird activity, you know, usually I give people 3 strikes and then you're out. That was an immediate, you got to get the fuck up out of my face. I cannot see you again. Not only did you plan to come with us, you said out of your own free will, you wanted to come with us. You drove there, then you drove us to a different location at night, and then you abandoned us for what? You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense. We're grown-ass adults, but whatever. You do you, I'ma do me. It's just, so what, we spoke about my birthday, we spoke about the getting fired, we spoke about the Halloween thing. That's pretty much it. We're back to current day. Current day, what's the goal? So as you guys know, what's the plan? I already returned all the stuff I needed to return. Liquid, I have about $500, right? What can I do with that? I already spent 99 of that money to go towards my Capital One card payment. The rest of that is going straight to my other credit card, my Navy Federal. Now, what's the reasoning behind this? Obviously, I don't have a job right now. And if you guys do remember, the original plan was for me to completely pay off my credit cards. And once I paid those off, then I'm pretty much golden, pretty much. So the first step is to pay off the card. Still, I owe about $700 on my Capital One. And I will owe $0 pretty much. Or maybe I'll leave a little bit of a balance at like $80. So I'll probably owe about $100 or less on my Navy Federal. That'll be by Tuesday because I do have a Cash App payment coming in. But I might speed it up. Who knows? Anyhow, pretty much the goal is to stay on top of my bills. Obviously, I've been in this spot before. I'm in a better spot than I was a month ago. You know, I'm in a way better spot than I was a month ago. So the first plan is to go ahead and look for another job immediately. I have already applied to 2 Publixes near me. I tried to reapply on Amazon. This is how I also found out and confirmed that I was fired. They did say that I couldn't reapply until like January of next year. So I was like, okay, that's not that far away, whatever. But I did apply to 2 Publix. I think I might apply to Best Buy. It's not really my cup of tea, but I really want to get to a food restaurant or like a food place or like a restaurant or something to get free eats. I'm going to be dead ass with you. Like, free eats is free eats. Yeah, I don't know. But that's the plan right now, getting a job. Am I really trying to, like, am I actively gonna be hunting for a job? Kinda, yeah, pretty much. But in the meantime, I need to start donating blood again. Now, the thing is, my car is currently, because I'm not trying to put any more money into it, it is currently inactive, meaning that I cannot drive it anywhere. So I'm gonna leave it to where it's at now. I'm gonna let it be. I'm not gonna drive it because I don't want to mess it up anymore. So I'm going to be biking everywhere. So I'm limited to a certain range right now. Within a let's say about a 10-mile radius, That's what I'm limited to. There is a blood donation spot down my area, maybe about, I'll say that's like 13 or 14 miles away from me. So it's about a 28-mile bike ride, which genuinely isn't that crazy. But the thing that I'm thinking is, after you get blood taken from you, I don't know if it's the best idea to do a extreme, or not an extreme, but a heavy bike ride all the way back home, you know? Especially with it being cold and all that, so my body is overdoing. Yeah, I feel like that's not the best idea. And obviously taking Ubers is off the board. That is not gonna happen. So I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? So as of right now, the whole mission is to find a job that pays over what did I say? 15. Hopefully 17. 17 is chilling in a nice spot. The places that I currently have on the board for like restaurants would be Jet's Pizza, Whataburger, like Night Shift Whataburger would be like the best. Night Shift Whataburger, I could take up a management position. I did speak with them, and it's 23 an hour, which puts me at the same amount of pay as Amazon for an easy ass job. Easy as fuck. Easy as hell, right? I don't know if I'm gonna be getting 10 hours a day kind of shits, but like it's easy as hell. You know what I mean? So no mandatory overtime, no working hella early in the morning. Like I'm better at night than I am in the morning. You see what I mean? So low key, something I'm looking into, something I would consider. I do have to go ahead and apply for an application on there, and we should be golden. As for the bike plan of me buying like a new bike and all that shit, I thought about it. I'm not buying a fucking bike. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? After I thought about it for a bit, I was like, am I really about to spend 3 bands on a carbon fiber bicycle? A bicycle? Oof. Maybe if I'm like a triathlon athlete, like I could see that. But I'm rocking like a decent bike right now, you know what I mean? So maybe once I get to the level where I'm like constantly every single day riding 30 miles per day or some shit, like some crazy shit, maybe. But the bike that I have now, there's no major problems with it. And if I'm being completely honest, I would rather buy like a shit fixed gear or not a fixed gear, but yeah, get a fixed gear, a shit fixed gear in my size, get a single speed free gear so like I can cruise on it, put some carbon wheels on it, put a drop bar and handle on it, and pretty much call it a fucking day, like a C. That's straight. But at the same time, I don't need that. I currently have a good bike. It runs, it rides, it's good. It's all I really need right now for daily commuting. It's a commuter bike. I don't need a specific commuter bike and a speed bike. Why not make my commuter bike a speed bike? You know what I mean? So yeah, I would love to upgrade the frame, and yeah, I would love to make like a super cool fancy bike. But I think that could wait till further notice. You know what I mean? Something I also thought of as well, and every time I get a job and I get fired, or every time I get a job, this is my initial thought. Brother, I want to make money outside of a job so damn bad, bro. Like, I miss it so much. Because, bro, being on somebody else's timing, not even like that, right? Mentally knowing that you have to go to a job is horrible, bro. It's horrible. I'm telling you, once you learn how to make money outside of a job, like consistent good money, and you go back to a job because your consistent good money went away, bro, that shit is like, what's the equivalent of that? It's like going from a Tesla to a Nissan Maxima again. That's exactly how it feels. It's like you go from such a high level to where like you just drop down and now you're back at like the base, and it feels like, yo, I miss that. And every time you do something, you're like, bro, if I was doing this still, I could just do this. So basically, when I was day trading, it felt like I was making Amazon pay times 10, but I had the freedom of an unemployed motherfucker. You see what I mean? Like, I miss having my Tesla, having all my shit, and being able to do whatever in the day. Being that one unemployed homie that makes so much money. You know what I mean? Like, that was tough. The shit was tough. And I'm so glad that when I went to Amazon, I put my fucking head down. Yeah, I took a few days off. Yeah, I did whatever. I'm so glad I went in there and I did what the fuck I said I'm gonna do, because I was able to set myself in such a good spot to, like, I don't have any problems right this millisecond. I have a car that if I wanted to fix it up, I could be driving tomorrow. But at the same time, I had 2 offers, by the way. 2 people sent me offers of $2,000, one of them in $2,500. I texted $2,500 today. He said he was going for another car today. Unfortunate. But once again, for example, if I wanted to sell that car for 2.5K, I could take 500 of that and put that towards something, paying off all my bills. And I could take the other 2 bands and put that towards trading. And now I'm back at where I was. You know what the fuck I'm saying? And that's where I'm like, these skills are so important to have, because no matter how down bad I am, I only got to work for about a month and I'm back on my feet. Like, a month. I was expecting this to take 6 months, 7 months. 6 to 7 months would have dead ass set me up in such a good financial spot that I wouldn't have had to worry about anything. But right now, this keeps me occupied enough to where I'm like, okay, I still kind of want a job just to make it easier on myself, like a low maintenance kind of job. But at the same time, if I can get my money up from selling this car or selling my DS, literally any small thing I could sell right now would set me up crazy high. It would just immediately negate any negative problems that I currently have. Now, the only things I could possibly think of that I need to pay off, like I have to pay, is taxes. And I have to actually get a letter from them today or tomorrow. We have to see. But is my taxes. And I'm currently in the process of speaking with them on that. We have the speeding ticket. I'm not driving. It doesn't matter. And it's only a fee of like $100 and something bucks. I mean, yeah, I haven't paid it off. So eventually it's going to get like, not more expensive, but they're going to add, I think, a $60 fine is what they said or something like that. So let's say $200 fee. The fuck? What is bro. Oh my God, bro. This is like the competitive side of me. And this is the entrepreneur side. I keep saying I want to live this cool lifestyle, but I know it's not me. It's not me. It's a half of me, but it's not fully me, bro. I miss being like, you know what? You want $200? Fuck you. And just throwing money at somebody, bro. I miss that, bro. Like, I genuinely do. And I'm saying, like, I want rich friends and I don't give a fuck about friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want rich friends because I know that's the easy way in. Like, I know it helps and it'll be easier to get to that spot that I want to be at. But, brother, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, not having a job or even having a small income, like, not small income, small maintenance job like Walmart. That was easy as hell, making $17 an hour. Plus, I was day trading. I was making so much money, I didn't know what to do with it. I was dead ass just blowing it on random things. You see what I'm talking about? But now that I have the skills, I know if I went back to that spot, I'd be set as fuck. And that's why I say, like, God must have known. He must have been like, you know what, bruh? This dude moving a little weird. Let me teach him something real quick. Let me, you know what I mean? So he was like, we're going to start you over, and we're going to let you climb it back up. If you make it back, then you can, you know what I mean? Like, I was biking today, shiesty up and everything. I was biking today, and dead ass, an AMG GT63, not the S, but an AMG GT63 drove past. Another one drove past. A Mark IV Super drove past. What the fuck else was? An Audi R8 drove past. And there was another car that I didn't really pay attention to. But it was another, like, exotic-ass car. All these cars drove past. Loud as shit, by the way. All of them driving past. All in a single file line. And I was like, bro, I was on trajectory to get to that fucking spot. And I let myself get fucked. Doing the same shit that I damn near did again. You see what I mean? Like, all of this starts because I'm trying to impress somebody, or I'm trying to get with somebody, or I'm trying to do... Other niggas fuck me up. Other niggas fuck me up. It's always been other niggas fucking me up. It's never been, you know what, Cooper fucked himself. Like, he took the wrong move and he fucked himself. I'm taking accountability, but I'm saying at the same time, I fucked up because I believed in other people. That's what fucked me up. It's what always fucks me up. You see what I'm saying? And it pisses me off because I'm like, I want companionship. I want friendship. Like, I want to bring people into my life and, like, help people or build up on people. But every time I do, I get slimed the fuck out. And it always throws me off my pivot and it sends me back down that hill. This just so happened to be the biggest downfall of my life. But I'm 21 now, gang. Never the fuck again. I will never, okay? Unless it's like some girl that I like fell in love with or something like that. I'm going dolly for a long time, bro. I was going dolly off of women. And the thing is, that was the first ever downfall that I had in my life. When I was dating that girl, broke up with her, and I had an emotional turmoil. Like, I flipped out of that shit. And my one thing from that was I was like, I'm never dating a girl again until I get to the spot of where I want to be at. Got to the spot of where I wanted to be at. Tried to mess with a girl. Tried to bring her with me. Tried to show her the fucking light, gang. I tried to show her the light. And this is my problem. I'm a lover boy, you know what I mean? So, like, I want that affection. Like, I crave that. Like, through my soul. Like, my soul is like, bro, I want to talk to a girl. Like, I want to bring her up out of that shit. But then they do stupid shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I can't even take you with me, gang. I can't take nobody with me. Even my friends end up fucking me up or end up using me for certain things. So I'm like, it's not happening anymore. It's not happening. You see, I'm not letting it happen no more. And every day I wake up, I'm like, bro, I don't want to start day trading again. Like, I know if I get on that day trading shit, like, I'm going to have to lock in. And it's the lazy side of me saying, like, bro, what if everything happens again? Like, what if you make all that money back and then, like, you blow it all? Or what if you, like, waste all your money on that shit? But then that other side of me, once again, the more aggressive, more competitive side of me is like, yo, gang, do you not miss the nice cars? Do you not miss the opportunity that you had? Do you not miss the high-ass credit scores? Do you not miss having the ability to go and do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want? Do you not miss being that one guy that everybody's looking up to? Do you not miss the fame and all that shit? Like, are we just gonna be pussy? Like, is that what we're gonna do? We just gonna sit down and let it happen? Like, we gonna try a mediocre amount and just let some little shit come our way and just keep working for people for the rest of your life? Like, is this what we're doing? Is this what you dropped out of college for? This is what, like, and this is the mental confliction that I'm always talking to you guys about, where it's like the smaller side of me is always trying to be the safe, like, just play it cool kind of version of me. And then we got the more like, yo, fuck that version of me. And for once, I listened to it. And that was back when I had my Tesla and I was doing really, really well. And I was getting to the point of where I could have moved out of my house and I could have done what the hell I wanted to do. But then, you know what? I was like, shit. Let's try to bring somebody with us. Fuck myself. Now I'm back at that point again where I'm like, gang, if you sell this car, you have an opportunity. You have to choose. It's between, okay, let me put this 2 bands into this account or put all my money into this account and go fucking YOLO myself, right? Or keep working for somebody, you know, pay off all your fees and all your shit, you know, use that 2 bands to cover all your payments and pay off your Amex and all this shit. Play it safe, you know, play it cool. Nigga, that's never been my body. And it never will be. I'm not playing shit cool. I'm not playing shit smooth. I'm going full out. And, like, I never used to gamble, or I never did gamble. As a Christian, being raised in a Christian household, especially, gambling is a huge sin. Nobody gambles. But I'm willing to gamble my life for this shit, bro. And for one period of time, I was willing to gamble everything. I was willing to gamble my future. I dropped out of college. I was willing to gamble my money. I put everything I had into day trading. I was willing to gamble legality. I'm not going to talk about that, but I was willing to gamble legality, my freedom, all of this shit for a taste of that shit. And I was getting there, bro. I was getting there. But the one thing I was not willing to sacrifice, guess, was companionship. Something that I thought I had completely mastered. Being solo, riding by myself, being that lone wolf, I thought I was able to master that shit. And that was the one thing that brought me down. Never again. I keep telling you, never again. It's not fucking happening. I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to just be cutthroat as shit. Anybody ask me for anything, fuck you. Immediately. Once again, I want to see people succeed. I want to bring people in my life. I want to help people out. I want to bring people to where I'm at. But I know that's not the case. You cannot do that anymore. And it's sad. It's sad as fuck. I don't want to leave my homies behind, gang. You know what I mean? Once again, I'm a lover at heart. I'm a kind soul at heart. But there's certain things you just have to be selfish about. And when it comes to that point in your life, you got to be selfish about that. You got to watch out for yourself more than you watch out for others. And I found that out the hard way. I did the due diligence. I did what I thought I was supposed to do. And it got me screwed over in the end. I'm not doing it no more. Bro. Family, friends, randoms, all of it. I did. I tried my hardest to help everybody I could. It fucked me over. Every single one of them fucked me over. Never again. So, what's the plan, bro? What's the plan? How am I moving? As I was cleaning my room today, it hasn't been clean in about 5 days. That was one of the signs of depressions that I had originally or not that I was depressed, but I was slipping into a little bit of depression. I won't let that shit happen either. Or I'll try my best to stop it. One of the main things I was noticing is like my room will get dirty as shit. Like I'll never let it get to like insanely dirty like at all because I'm scared of insects for the most part. But I had clothes everywhere. My closet is still a little dirty, but I can fix that whenever I get bags and stuff for it. But everything was ripped down. Everything was tore up. Everything was all over the place. Today was the first day I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this. Like, I got to get some shit done. So also what I'm going to do today, I'm going to plug up my speaker set. I'm going to plug up everything again. Not putting my chair back in my room. Matter of fact, when I get the chance, I'm throwing that shit out or burning it on God. And the reason I'm doing that is because I feel lazy when I'm sitting down. I feel lazy. And if that's the case, it's taking away from my productive and it's taking away from my money. We can't have that happening, you know what I mean? So I'm going to burn the fucking chair. I'm going to burn it because I don't have anywhere to put it. But at the same time, I can't burn it because that's pollution. So I need to find somewhere to put that chair. It's got to go. I might give it to my nephews. Fuck it. It's got to go. And brother, I need to start taking this shit serious again. I'm not going to lie. So like I said, if I do sell my car for about at minimum, I'm selling for $2,000. And that $2,000 is immediately going into day trading. Immediately. At minimum, $2,000 is going into my day trading account. If let's say like I sell it for 2.2 or 2.5 or anything above that, the rest of that is going straight to paying off my credit or what's left of my credit cards. If I don't have a job by then, fuck it, you know? And the reason I'm saying I want to pay that credit card off is I want to start building my credit back up. I want to get to that point of where I'm chilling. Now, as for the Japan and all that stuff, I always think about it and I'm like, bro, basically, do you want to live life on easy mode or hard mode? Which one are you trying to choose? Why not both, gang? Why can't I choose fucking both? You know what I mean? So, live in America, chill in America, visa in Japan, partial residence in Japan. Maybe if I want to later on move into Japan, I could do that once I have everything figured out. I feel like I'm rushing shit. I feel like I'm trying to move too fast. It's going to fuck me up again. I'm not going to do that, right? So I'm going to stick in America until I get this day trading shit locked down. Until I get this social media stuff locked down. And I'm going to take this very seriously. I'm going to start taking it serious again. Back when I had all the nice cameras and all the extra sound system and the extra laptops and all that stuff, I'm taking it serious again. I'm going to lock the fuck back in. It might not be drastic like it was before, but I can tell that over time I've been getting more and more locked in. And I'm eventually going to get back to that point of where I was at my peak financially. And I'm going to get back to that point and I'm going to pass it because I already know what to do. It's easy to scale. It's hard to learn. You know what I mean? So it's harder to learn than it is to scale. And I already told you guys, once I get that little bit of money, that's all I fucking need to start blowing up, bro. It might take a little bit of time because it's day trading. I might fuck up a few times. Cool. I'm getting back into the saddle. But when I get this shit figured out, bro, I'm taking off. And like I said, I'm going to do this the whole way up. Dead ass. I'm going to be cruising past niggas like this. Yo, you changed. No, nigga, you didn't change. That's the problem. You see what I mean? That's the reason I've been getting fucked up. Not letting it happen again. So, like I said, let's say I sell the Tesla, or not the Tesla, but the Nissan for about $3,000, which would be phenomenal. $2,000 of that's going to trading. Now, depending on how much I owe on my credit cards, I'm paying both of my main credit cards, the Capital One and the Navy Federal, completely off. The remainder of that money is A, going to go towards a laptop, or B, it's going to go towards a new phone or whatever I got to do in that moment to be effective as hell in my day trading. Now, something I do need to do, and I need to get it done as soon as possible, is I need to buy a new phone. Now, if you guys don't know, I do allegedly owe money on this phone, and I don't have data and all that stuff, and they want like $800. Fuck no. So immediately this phone's gonna be going. I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's gonna go somewhere. And yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that a little bit later. But as of the current stance, I need to get a phone that's fully unlocked. And once that is done, I might just pay it off. Who knows? But once that's done, I can start trading anywhere and everywhere like I used to do. And that's what gave me that ultimate freedom. I'd be in the gym trading, bro. I'd hit a trade while I'm in the gym on autopilot. You know what I mean? So I'd be driving on the street, hit my trade, and I'd be done for the day. You see, like, I miss that shit. Dead ass. I miss it. And even if I don't miss trading itself, I miss what it did for me. And people say that, oh, you love money too much. Okay, and, nigga, the fuck? Come with me that weak shit, bro. Snuff your shit. Like, bro, I need to get more aggressive. That's the problem, right? I feel like I'm too pacifist. I've been too kind. I've been too chill. I need to get aggressive again, bro. That was my main shit. Like, I was not taking shit from nobody. I was doing what I had to do to get to where I had to be. Once again, that competitiveness, that aggression, that's what got me to the place where I needed to be. And me trying to be kind and trying to be passionate is what got me fucked. So, once again, I'll let you guys choose what you want to do with your life. I'm not telling you to do anything any specific way, but me personally, I'm not taking that. You know what I mean? So, before I end this off, how am I feeling? I'm feeling great. Feeling cool. I was talking with a few people. One of my older friends, or one of the people that I used to mess with, or hit me up saying that he wanted to do something for Sunday. So we'll see. Maybe he'll take me to church or something. But he did say something about hooping. So to be fair, I mean, I'm cool with either. It's whatever. Just anything to get out of the house and kind of clear up my mind a little bit more. As long as I'm not spending money, we're good. Secondly, how am I feeling about life in general? Like I said, I'm feeling good. But I'm feeling mad, though. Dead ass. Like, I'm mad. And it's not that I'm mad about anything that's happened currently. Like, people leaving or me getting fired or whatever. Like, I'm not mad about that. I'm mad about my performance. And I'm mad that... And this is some self-reflection. And I'm mad that I kind of keep losing the purpose of the whole thing called life. I feel like I'm drifting off into these side quests more when I really need to be focused on the main story the most. And like I said, it feels like I'm kind of like deviating from the path because I'm trying to avoid it. But in reality, I need to go straight through it. And once it's done, I mean, then I can deviate like I used to. But yeah, I'm feeling frustrated with my performance. And like I said, I need to lock in on that shit. And it's going to start today. I'm starting with that today, right now, after this video. So, yeah. Something I also wanted to say is I'm sending prayers still to people in Jamaica having to deal with the hurricane. That's something that I was speaking about speaking about with somebody on Instagram. They were doing a charity group, and I was thinking about donating to them. Obviously, I'm not in a circumstance to currently donate, but I was thinking about it. If I do have any money that I can slide over, I could do that. But like I said, everybody, it seems like Jamaicans kind of just don't give a shit. Like, y'all seem like y'all chilling on TikTok and every other social media site I'm looking at. But like I said, for anybody that's lost their homes or anything precious to them, any assets or anything like that, I am genuinely sending prayers, and my thoughts are out to you guys. So stay safe out there, bro. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. I'm sorry about not posting for the past few days, but mentally I was being overstimulated, and there was no time for me to just sit down and post a video like this. So I had the time today. We're gonna get it done. So gotta get to watching some day trading videos, getting back refreshed with everything, and start practicing again now that I have complete free time. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. I love you guys. Peace.